Hello everyone, welcome back to another Canon Fodder brought to you by the Halo Collective. It's gonna be the new year incredibly soon, and with it we get some more information about the new ships that we saw within Halo 5. In particular, we get a good view on a lot of them during the first cutscene in Halo 5. I do believe that I forgot to mention my name, which is Ricky, by the way, but yeah, just being safe. Just being safe, so let's get right back to the seriousness of it. Just so that everybody is aware, these ships don't necessarily have any sort of Covenant ship classification system, such as CCS, SDV, CAS, etc. These ships in particular are distinctly built with blueprints that predate the Writ of Union between the Sangheili and the Sanshayum. They are based around animals that the Sangheili have come across on colony worlds as well as Sangelios, rather than a multi-purpose based ship that the Sanshayum would create. These ships in particular are based upon a certain animal as well as having a singular purpose rather than being, as I previously stated, multi-purpose like how the Sanshayum would prefer. The first ship that they provide some information on is the Brigantine. The length is 6,367 meters, 20,889 feet, and centuries after being rendered obsolete as a mainline warship, the Brigantine served as an exploratory Covenant proselytization fleets throughout much of the Alliance's reign. In the years since the Great Schism, the Brigantine has been pressed back into frontline service as a heavy carrier and fleet command ship for both factions in the Sangheili Civil War. Following that up is the Kurak. The length is 2,819 meters, 9,249 feet, whereas the Sanshayum preferred multi-role vessels that could complete a wide variety of tasks throughout the Covenant. The warring Sangheili factions do not have that luxury. With more advanced vessels destroyed or locked in a bitter conflict elsewhere, Sangheili fleet masters have found that the ancient Kurak merchant cruisers are surprisingly capable and resilient troop and material transports in modern wars. Following that up is the Blockade Runner, length 2,020 meters, 6,627 feet. Wing protection for speed and firepower, blockade runners have been thrown into supporting ground operations on Sangelios against better judgment of their shipmasters. Once hushed Sangheili war stories tell of a legendary blockade runner, Jory's Light, whose shipmaster and crew were able to evade both capture and destruction at the hands of the Sanshayum during the War of Beginnings. Rather than bend to the tenets of the Writ of Union, both craft and crew escaped to an uncharted space and were never heard from again. Finally, we have the smallest of the new ships that we've seen, the Man o' War. Length 526 meters, 1,726 feet. Created using foreigner secrets unlocked before the War of Beginnings, the Man o' War represents a pinnacle of Sangheili warship design, in that many respects were never equaled by Covenant patterns. Reticence to share deeper details about the craft and its capabilities remains strong even today. As many of you out there are probably more or less curious as to how these ships size up compared to other ships that we've seen, Spartan Games have actually whipped up an image which puts all of the different ships into one image at one time. It should be going up on screen about right now. Now, take into comprehension that some of the post-human Covenant warships are pretty much around the same size of Covenant ships, and then there's others which are completely small in size, which pretty much means that they have a large variety in which they can choose from. Moving away from the ships, the new universe entry this week was 031 Exuberant Witness. And with that, that's all we have for this episode. Thanks again for joining us, and if you enjoyed it, please leave a comment, a like, and let's have a discussion in the comments about them. Because I'm not too sure if any of you are out there are as interested in this as I am, but for the sake that giving you the benefit of the doubt, I sure hope to have some good conversations down there. But thanks again for joining us. If you want to stay updated on news, media, and everything else Halo, please be sure to subscribe to the Halo Collective. I think I messed up the intro again. Intro, outro. Oh god, just end this.